Hey guys, Alyssa Dawson here for City Lights on Novus TV. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but these little gems are good for so much more. And since it happens to be Apple Month, we're giving you the insider scoop on all things Apple, along with a few healthy and apple-centric recipes from BC Tree Fruits nutritionist and orchardist. Okay, so we get to make some delicious apple-centric recipes today. But first things first, take me through this gorgeous array of apples in front of us.
The 500 grower families of BC Tree Fruits all ship to one cooperative packing house, so we're good at working together. And Apple Month is coming up in all of February. We offer special pricing in stores.
Which varieties of apples are good for baking versus eating raw?
Usually if you pick them up and they feel a little lighter, that's a baker. Pick them up, they're dense and heavy, that's an eater.
So which varieties do we have in front of us?
So today we've brought Royal Gala on the end, Golden Delicious, and we've got some Ambrosia, and we've got Spartan apples. So today we've got 3 recipes to look at, from really, really easy to a little bit more complex, and all delicious. I've brought with me a kitchen gadget that I know you're gonna love. We're gonna have so much fun with this. This is just to make the peeling easy. When you make applesauce, you're probably gonna want about 30 apples. So,
am I doing 30 apples today?
No, we'll just do a couple. We'll take it easy on you this time. So
this time, okay.
We'll be back. So what I like to suggest always is that we pick a variety of apples, because if you mix the baking apple and the eating apple, you'll get a more complex flavor profile, and your applesauce is going to be twice as delicious.
Okay, perfect. Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. Pick a nice juicy apple and let's skewer it down. Awesome. Yep. This is so much fun. I can't tell you, my kids fight over the ability to help me make applesauce in the fall. So
this is a good arm workout.
So much fun. You just have to go around once and then we'll pull it off the peg. Hold up, I'll grab that one and grab your second variety.
So is this all going towards an applesauce?
This is the simplest, fastest way that I know of to make applesauce. So we're gonna grate them all. All they need is about 20 minutes, half an hour on the stove on about a medium-high heat. You know how everybody says, but my applesauce turned brown, I don't like it brown.
Yes, I always add lemon.
Yes, a lot of people add lemon, or I've even heard to add salt, which that's not something we want to do. So the best thing to do is add a commercial applesauce. It's already got vitamin C added to it, which we're going to use to our advantage. That's going to keep those apples nice and bright and white. And if you can see in the pot there, what's already started to cook is staying just a beautiful appley color. I just love it.
And that smells delicious.
I just love it. If you like a really chunky applesauce, which some people do, you just leave it like that. If you like it to be a bit smoother, or if you're feeding a baby perhaps, then you could use an immersion blender and just whiz it down to the texture you like.
How long would this last? Does it have to go in the fridge? Do you keep it in a pantry?
You can put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. Freezes nicely. If you press for time, if you like to get involved a bit more in the kitchen, then you can put it into canning jars. Put it in a boiling water bath canner, and that'll last at least a year. More if it's in a cool storage place. So.
Now, aside from the usual pork chop that we see applesauce adorning, what would you use that for?
Applesauce can replace about half the butter or oil in your baked goods, so fiddle around with it a little bit, and it also adds a nice appley flavor. The apple is the original fast food. It even comes in its own package. I put one in my kids' lunchbox every day.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. So the applesauce is working away, that's all done. Shall we move on to the apple butter?
Now, apple butter is the fine art, and for people who like to really spend a little more time in the kitchen, apple butter uses one of the best things about the apple, and that's the skin. With apple butter, we're gonna take the apples, we're gonna cut them, we're gonna take the seeds out because the seeds can be a little bit bitter. So if you're cooking with them, you wanna take them out. We're just gonna take that core out, and again, to make a decent sized batch of apple butter, you want about 30 apples. And mixed variety, the old baking varieties like Jonna Gold, Golden Delicious, Spartan, Macintosh, beautiful for apple butter. When we cook that down in the pot, a lot of the pectin and antioxidants that are in the skin are gonna stay in that dish, and we're gonna strain them out a little bit. Just amazing how they dissolve. And then, once it's strained, we're gonna have a similar product, but we're gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna put this pot in the oven for at least 10 hours at about 225, 250.
So apple butter, unlike applesauce, is that whole day venture?
It is a whole day venture. It's the best thing to do when you get the big Okanagan blizzard.
And when we're baking these apples, like you're doing in the applesauce loaf, which is up next, do we lose any of the nutrients?
Not enough to worry about. You can always eat a bit of the apple skin and get back out that nutrition that you might have cooked out. So
the applesauce loaf is healthy?
Yes, it is a health food, and one great thing about our applesauce loaf, ta-da!
Oh, that looks beautiful.
We can use our beautiful apple butter as a spread for this applesauce loaf.
So how did you make these applesauce loaf? I know the recipe is online, but take me through a couple of the basic steps.
It's pretty simple. So this is buttermilk, tiny bit of canola oil. There's a third of a cup of canola oil in here. There's a full cup, which is about a of applesauce, and fresh nutmeg, fresh lemon zest. Just those little tiny touches make it so much better than a supermarket muffin. You have to try this. We absolutely can taste.
Let's do this.
I'll let you
This is the best part about doing a food segment.
choose your loaf.
Ooh. This one looks like it's the biggest.
Break it open, and the apple butter. It's just so beautiful. I love the texture of apple butter. It's silky and it's smooth, and all that apple goodness from the skin is still in there.
Do your kids get to eat like this every day?
My kids sometimes tell me to stop cooking with apples.
This is so good. Oh my goodness.
Fast food from the orchard.
High five to fast food. Well, now we know February is the perfect month to purchase the almighty apple. So to get your hands on the recipes for these delicious goodies and for more information on BC tree fruits, their website is a simple click away. For City Lights on Novus TV, I'm Melissa Dawson.